time for the Thanksgiving review. Before I get into this, I'll get it right out of the way here. I'll go ahead, I'll give my crow to the Bears and give my congrats to the Bears, everyone in the Bears YouTube community. Congrats to JJ Nippleman. Congrats to Jalen from Dalton. Congrats to Dondre Stanley. All Crow Judah Tribe. Congrats to Judah Tribe on a well-earned win. Everything I said, though, in my hate week, I still stand by it. But, hey, congratulations. Bears played an outstanding game. Hats off to Mitch Trubisky. He had a game today. He really shut a lot of his haters up today with a solid game. His first 300-yard game since the Lions game last year. So, yeah, Trubisky has a good idea of the Lions defense. Guess that means we'll have to scheme harder for him in the future. But, yeah. I'm not going to give a crow to Dan Mills. I will cut my arm off and beat myself with it before I ever crow that ass clown Dan Mills. I would rather crow Judah Tribe more than Dan Mills. So yeah, Dan Mills, you want a crow? There's your crow right there. You're still a piece of shit. But yeah, either way, Bears, congratulations. I'll also give kudos to Taylor Gabriel. For when he guaranteed the Bears would win Thanksgiving 9 months in advance. It may have not been that easy win that Taylor Gabriel was talking about, but hey, a win's a win still at the end of the day. Even though Gabriel didn't play in this game because of the concussion, the Bears still backed it up for him. The Bears stepped up and backed it up for him. So hey, kudos to Taylor Gabriel for the bold prediction. He really had a lot of confidence in his team to make that bold for prediction 9 months in advance. So yeah, I'll give credit where it's due. So yeah, with the crow out of the way. And by the way, Bears, shout out to everyone in Bear Down. Great game. Best of luck rest of the season. But anyway, to the game, overall the Lions, they played well. Fought hard, just wasn't enough. Plain and simple, just wasn't good enough. Bears just in the end were the better team. End of the day, plain and simple. It was just, once again, Lions, they kept their streak of leading in every single game this year alive. Leading in all 12 games this year. This was the 11th time in the 12 games this year that the Lions... that in a Lions game where the game was decided by 8 points or less. So Lions know how to play in close games. They don't make it easy. Just in the end, another defensive collapse cost the Lions. And some very stupid penalties. And injuries. Injuries been the Lions' main downfall this year. I'll give a lot of kudos to David Blow, who had to come in, the third-string quarterback that came in last minute for the Lions. He played really well, especially at the start. Damn, he was really good in the first quarter. And then the wheels fell off the bus, but... offensively, they did enough to try to win. I think they should have been more aggressive. They should have gone for a touchdown instead of a field goal on both drives. They left a lot of points on the board today. Secondary, the defense, secondary gave up a lot of big plays. That's been a big downfall this year. This is the 5th time this year the Lions have blown a fourth quarter lead. It's not coaching. Matt Patricia and the coaching staff, they put the Lions in positions to succeed. It's just the players are not executing. This one, I honestly blame it more on the players. They're just not executing when it matters. Just not getting the job done. Not enough. Part of this, is because the Lions have a lack of experience because you got a lot of your rookies and young talent in because of injuries. Like, I think lack of experience really speaks volume when you're forced to start 11 rookies in one game. So, yeah. What's there to say? You know, injuries have been the main theme of the Lions season this year. And the Lions ended up with 2 more injuries to the list. Marvin Hall, the receiver that's been very talented and has had some really good big play highlights. He is now pretty much out for the year on the IR with a knee injury. Damn. We'll have to see, but that could potentially cost him maybe an extension because injuries are a big red flag. Can he still have that same explosiveness in the future? So yeah, tough break for Marvin Hall. And TJ Hawkinson also got injured too in this game. We know because he left the game in crutches and in a boot after he broke his foot. But yeah, broken foot, broken leg, it was still a brutal injury. I saw the image after. That was just a very bad landing on it. Like, fuck, that was brutal. So yeah, TJ Hawkinson, he's pretty much done for the year. Like, that's going to be a season-ending leg injury. Poor man. Poor TJ. He just can't catch a break this year. First a brain injury, then a concussion, and now a leg injury. Man, just tough break. See, I think at this point in the season, I think it's safe to say we can officially hand the Lions the 2019 NFL Injury Bowl title. Because they've had so many goddamn injuries this year, it's ridiculous. Like, man, oh, man. It's just a tough break. What's there to say? What do you do? But yeah, overall the Lions, they lose this game 24-20, fall to 3-8-1, and with this loss, the Lions are now officially, mathematically, eliminated. Now you're asking yourselves, how can the Lions be mathematically eliminated before the Redskins? Allow me to explain. Redskins are eliminated from the wild card race. However, they're still in a division hunt mathematically. Because the Cowboys lost earlier today. But if the Redskins lose one more game, then the Redskins are out. So yeah, that is why the Lions are out before the Redskins. Honestly, just a tough season. Just like I mentioned before. Defensive collapses. And injuries. The Lions, they just need to learn how to finish these games. Like, usually the Lions, they're a lot better than that record says. It's just, lack of experience. And the failure to finish the games when it matters. Like, it was all shown on display today. Like, the Lions, they did a lot better than a lot of people thought they would, considering the amount of injuries they had. They almost pulled it off. But just fell short. Close doesn't count unless you play horseshoes and hand grenades. But, is what it is. Shout out to everyone at DV, DSA, and the Outsiders, and Liddy Mob, and the sports movement. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Except Judah Tribe, because I know Judah Tribe doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. So I won't wish Judah a happy Thanksgiving because he doesn't celebrate it. But I'll wish everybody else a happy Thanksgiving, though. Be safe on Black Friday, because we know how crazy that shit is. Now the question is for Black Friday this year is, what will the big brawl this year be? Will it be for a turkey? Will it be for a 50-inch flat screen? Or will it be for something else? Tune in and find out. But, yeah. Not much to say, In terms of the Lions draft, and the rest of the season, like I said, I think, get some rookies in, try and get them as much experience as possible. Try and build on the notebook, try new things on the defense, new setups, try something new. Try and build on a notebook and build on stuff to enter into 2020 and to work on in the off season. for the draft, I still, like I said, pass rusher is one of the biggest needs the Lions need. They just need a pass rusher, some talent on defense. Good news is, though, for all Lions fans, we'll get a good idea of that Chase Young defensive end out of Ohio State that has a lot of potential, since Ohio State takes on Michigan this Saturday. So yeah, I'll be watching that game to do some scouting on Chase Young, see how he performs. But yeah, overall though, I will address a couple of the bad penalties in this game, because there are a lot of terrible calls, mainly on the Bears. Like, Bears, by the way, did you want any help? Do you want unnecessary roughness for a shoulder to Mitch Trubisky's head? Guess what? Refs didn't see that one. Oh, look, there's a Lions and a Bears player hugging each other while going for the ball. Let's call pass interference on both of them. Like, that double pass interference call was so fucking retarded. Like, out of all the years I've watched football my entire life, that is by far the worst penalty I've ever seen. It's like, honestly, at that point, I don't know why you would call pass interference on both of them. I wouldn't even call it anything. I would have just let them play it out. Just let them play. Let them have at it. Have at it, boys. But yeah, reffing in the NFL, still trash. NFL still needs to get their shit together. All I wonder is which team is going to get fucked over by the refs in the playoffs this year. Gonna be interesting. But yeah, I addressed everything. Congrats to the Bears. Congrats to Bear Down. And good luck rest of the season. And yeah, that's all I gotta say for this. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out and embrace the suck.